I am Marcus the President, and this is the Art You Heard Me podcast. We're going to start from the bottom, you know what I'm talking about? First time up here since we started doing the on the I'm talking about. You heard me? This, let them know what's up with you.
Say what? That's it. That's all I got.
Shit. See, Les. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where Coco went. But next up, you know what I'm saying? We got Elijah, you know what I'm saying? You little bro. Like I say, my man don't care nothing about social media. He don't care nothing about anything going on. Yo, just here because he won't be here. I'm talking about my little bro, Elijah. You know what I'm talking about? So,
What's up, everybody? You know what it is. Just all love, all support.
and last but not least, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me?
What's up, bro? What's up, radio?
You feel me? Your favorite fiber artist. You know what I'm saying? Please do not disrespect her stuff by calling it Gucci. It's custom, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? We talking about Soiree. You feel me?
Y'all are so foolish. Elijah, I love when I told you my giggle box. Like I love giggling with you. Yes, how y'all doing? It is Saray, your favorite fiber artist. Right now, the website is down. I'm not coming out to the fall. No, I am not taking any custom orders. So just be on the lookout. I should be out no later than late August, early September with new items. Also, we're working on this podcast. We have merch coming out for there, and I am the go-to for the merch. If you need anything embroidered, I am taking orders for embroidery. So if you have any logos or anything like that you want embroidered, not heat press, I'm talking about that real shit, that good shit, that shit that lasts forever, embroidery thread. If you need that, I got you. You just email me, inbox me, and I'll be there for you. Yes. All my links in the bio, y'all. Yeah. Okay.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Well, look, right. So today, you know, we're gonna do things a little different. I just came up with a quick little yeah, man. Especially now that I say it's only just us. You know what I'm saying? Had a little bit of fun. So today we're gonna talk about the topic is gonna be here we go. We got Coco back or you know what I'm saying? You there? You there, Coco?
Yeah. That's our sister, and we love her. We love her so much.
Yeah, Coco.
We love you, girl, with all our heart.
Coco, we going through it.
All right, so yeah, man. Of course, that's the sister. It was you'll get used to it if you don't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm talking about you later on. You heard me. So we gonna start this thing off. You know what I mean? We gonna talk about trusting again after being betrayed. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the enemy for the I'm talking about. You heard me. On. It's gonna be fun.
Bro, nah, fuck this one. Fuck this one.
Yeah,
the healing process.
Yeah, let's talk about the process of healing and recovery, right? Let's share some personal experiences and insights on how to heal and recover from betrayal and how to rebuild trust in oneself and others. You know what I'm talking about. So you know what I'm saying? Since you this is your first, you know what I mean, on the I'm talking about. I mean, you got the floor.
That's a tough one, especially with what I've been through recently, Marcus. As you know, you two don't know, but I was sexually assaulted a couple weeks back, in my own house at that, and it really made me question myself, you know, and like almost like, what did I do to deserve that? You know, like, why me? Why wasn't what I was saying enough for, you know, that not to happen? It just made me look at everybody differently. Even like those people that I know are good people, it just made me question everyone. So trying to overcome that has been a challenge. On top of that, the person who did it is somebody that I now work with. So it's like I see him every now and then within the building because we work for the same company. And trying to trust myself to not put myself back in that situation again with anybody, but with him as well. It's not easy. It's not easy because I still have to see him. I still haven't gone to the police. I went to the hospital, but I have not gone to the police yet, and I don't know how to process that part if I do go. Um, it, I haven't recovered yet. You know, like it's not something that you're going to get over overnight. You know, the situation lasted no more than 10 minutes, but the impact in the long run, that's takes a lot to overcome that process, and I'm not there yet, and it shows in my behaviors on a daily basis that that really fucked me up, and it hurt.
I
It hurt.
mean, like I told you, everything is like one day at a time. Can't nobody really tell you how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? It's to each his own. You feel me? It's just you had enough strength to get. You know what I'm saying? You had enough strength to go at least get seen. You know what I'm saying? That's a step. You know. So I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Beat myself up so much, but it'll come in time. I mean, what you what you think, Elijah?
About the question.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanna say something to me, then that's cool. If you want them to end on the topic, whatever have you.
Um, about the situation. You you already know. Definitely sorry for what you had to go through. I'm not. I'm not going to sit here and be like, yeah, you need to handle it or like right away type of deal and everything like that because I don't know mentally what you're really facing. I don't know what your heart really telling you right now. I would hope that it don't get too late though, and then they're wondering why you didn't report it. That will be my only concern. Um, I'm happy that you're okay. I'm happy that you get to see another day. So definitely one day at a time, one step at a time. It's going to be hard for you to learn how to trust anybody after that, and nobody can blame you for it. Nobody should.
Right.
So just work on you. In time, that trust of other people will come, but we're not worried about that right now. We're worried about what's in your heart, what's in your mind, and how you going to keep getting up every day. Because we need you to keep getting up every day. Everything else will fall into place sooner or later, but you won't if you're not getting up. So I just thank you for being here. I thank you for getting up another day.
Thank you.
So Ray, what you got?
All right. As far as towards Mina, the only thing I can say is you already know me. We just gonna be strong about this. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to tighten up. It happened. Report it when you feel ready. You understand what I'm saying? But like Elijah said, I can't. At the same time, I can't tell you how to be because to go into me, I've been through severe situations and at the end of the day, my mindset is I can't fold. And I think my daughter saved me from that. Because if I fold, then who's going to be there for her?
Right.
But she's grown now. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I got to be there for me. You see what I'm saying? And that's ultimately what it is. You got to be there for yourself. You can't fold. And it may sound insensitive or
Mm-mm.
whatever, but again, we all have our own journeys and walks of life. So how I handle my journey is I know I just have to be strong about it. Trust and believe When I'm behind my doors and I'm laying down or whatever, I shed my tears. You understand what I'm saying? I journal, I do the things that I need to do, because at the end of the day, we have to release it. You can't hold it in. I just don't release it to the world. But I have my ways that I release because I have to keep going. You get what I'm saying? So that's just as much as I can give you for that. I can't. I'm not the one. I can't not to. I don't want to sound mean or anything. Just lack of better words. I can't. I can't coddle. I don't coddle. I didn't even coddle my child. I can't, because if I do that, I just feel like I'm enabling. I'm not helping you, because you still got to get up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may just want to sit down a little bit longer, but I'm not the one to help you dwell in it. That's not me. You still got to get up. So whatever you got to do to heal that and get through it, because you can't sit in it. You sit in it, you're going to destroy yourself. So whatever you need to do for yourself, how you walk your journey, because that's your 6 feet under, not mine. You know what I'm saying? So I just, all I can say is you'll do it. Because don't nobody just fold like that. You're going to make it happen on your own timing, because, again, that's your journey, right? And then what was the other question, Marcus?
No, I mean, we were just talking about personal experiences, but Maina spoke on. I wasn't expecting her to speak on hers, but it just took over the. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, that's my answer to it. Like, yeah, I'm a jelly bean, a tough exterior, soft on the inside. But it is, you get what I'm saying? But you have to be, because you can't be soft out here in the world, period. Like, what? Who does that?
Yeah.
So
People be praying on the week. You know what
all
I'm
Yeah,
the
saying?
let me come. Let me. What was the question again? I ain't get.
that was
No,
the question.
yeah, the question was just talking about. It was just talking about situations that we went through. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? In the process of healing and recovering from those situations. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I mean, if
Yeah.
y'all want to, you know what I'm saying, we can take another turn. I mean, look,
Yeah.
like I say, I didn't expect Mina to speak on it. So it wasn't like, but I'm not tripping. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all
So
And I
want
was expecting the feedback I got from you guys, and I thank you for that. I do.
for
But
sure.
yeah, appreciate
Hopefully, hopefully, this podcast helps you at least mentally a little bit. Make sure at least when you get off here, you be able to think. So I'm gonna make mine short, sweet, to the point. The way I'll be able to process healing is first I dive into it and see what I could have did better. I also dive into the situation as far as who did me wrong and why am I here today and why am I in this situation, like exactly like Saray said, never dwell on the situation too long. You don't stay there, because then that's when you mentally you fuck yourself up. You go, yeah, no, we don't stay there, but you think of the process, not you per se, but me. I think of the process. I pray on the process. I pray on strength, and I pray on how I'm about to better myself to make it a better situation for me and my family. So I keep going, and I make sure that I keep going for all my reasons and purpose, and the reason why I'm still alive today. I always remind myself that, yesterday was yesterday. It's okay. Healing is a process, but yesterday was yesterday. Today is today. Tomorrow's going to be a different day as well. And it's all about how I'm about to present myself. I decide to present myself with a smile on my face. And however my day ends up, it's how my day ends up. But then I sit and I talk, I think about everything that happened for the day. Each day going to be different. Every day ain't going to be the same. So that's really how I process healing for me. That's how I process my daily thing for me. If I would say healing, depending on how bad it is, but like I said though, like Saray definitely said, I will not dwell on it no more. I'm too old for that at this point. To sit in my shit, to sit in the other people's shit. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. I don't do nothing for my babies. It don't do nothing for me. It don't do nothing for my life. It doesn't do nothing for what God called me for. I'm not.
There you go.
I
This world
feel
is
that.
ugly as hell. This world ugly as hell, and we know it. We know this world ugly as hell. So why we won't be the brightness of the world? You know?
That's what's up. What you got, Saray?
That's it. Basically, I don't dwell in it. I don't sit in it. I do what I need to do to release, and I just keep it pushing. Everything needs to be solution based. I think it was one of like an ex of mine some years back. That was a crybaby. Still am a little bit, but he's like, he was the one that snapped me out of dwelling. So he's like, you need to start being solution based. What's the solution? We know what the problem is. What's the solution? There is always a way out. There's always a way to figure it. You get what I'm saying? It may take long to figure it out, but there's always a way. And he got me into that train of thought to where that's pretty much what it is. Like, I see the problem, I crab about it, I fuss about it, I cuss about it, whatever. As I'm doing all of that, I'm still thinking of solutions. Because at the end of the day, it has to be solved. Ain't nobody gonna come and knock on my door and say, "Hey, I want to fix your problems." Like, you get what I'm
They
saying?
need to be chill, bruh. They need to be chill, bruh.
Nobody's about to knock on your door and say, "Hey, I want to help you fix your problems. I want to help you fix your anxiety or your depression or childhood trauma or bullshit on the job." Like, nobody's gonna fix that shit. Only you and whoever you believe in. You get what I'm saying, or whatever you believe in. So, um, yeah, find a way to release and stay solution based.
Healing is one of the hardest things for us to do, but it's the most necessary thing for us to do.
Absolutely.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I like double back. You know what I'm saying? I like double back. All right, next up. It's the red flags and trusting your instincts. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to explore how to recognize red flags and trusting your instincts in relationships, and how to avoid falling into patterns of betrayal. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. That's all right, Sheree. We're gonna give you what I'm talking about on.
Ooh. Why y'all do that? I ain't even said nothing. Like, what I do?
Ooh.
I told you, like,
Not in
look.
unison. Um, red flags. For me at this point in life, everything is a damn red flag for me. Like, I don't know. And, I'm not trying to make it seem like, it's just all negative out there. People are just good to who they want to be good to. You get everybody's good and everybody's bad, because I know that I've mistreated some people, or as far as relationships, as far as to the topic, I know I've done wrong in my past to certain guys or whatever. So that's not who I chose to be good to, and vice versa. So I'm not going to say, oh, all men are bad. No, it's just who you want to be good to or whatever. But the red flags to know, I mean, you just know. Your instincts tell you. Your instincts tell you when a person likes you or is interested in you or really cares about you. You can see it, and I think the more experience you get, the older you get, the more you're able to catch when you can tell if somebody's just with you for the benefit or is actually with you because they with you. You know what I mean? So you have to, if you're not going to trust anything in life, trust your damn self. Okay? Like, you will not hurt yourself, not intentionally. Now, being naive and not knowing, that's a different thing. But once you learn that lesson, you ain't going to do that shit again. But trust your instincts. Always trust you first. And if it's not sitting right with you, if it doesn't feel like it's aligning with you, if you can't see yourself, because you're going to have to tolerate some shit. Don't act like these relationships are perfect, because it's no different than a relationship you have with your child, with your mother, father, auntie, uncle, whoever. You understand? Y'all sometiming with each other. Sometimes y'all fuck with each other. Sometimes y'all don't, right? Y'all done learn how to cope with each other, because shit ain't perfect. Some shit y'all agree with, some shit you don't. So that's the same with a relationship. Relationship is just y'all paying bills together and y'all really in that bitch. So y'all gonna have to really learn how to tolerate each other and know that it's not all perfect. Stop looking to these social media, your next friend, TV. Nothing is ideal, nothing is perfect, and no one is ever going to show a bad picture or video of themselves unless they desperate for the money, and that's a different story. But you know when somebody is actually rocking with you and when they're not. You know when it's real and when it's flawed. So after a while, when you're just choosing to ignore it, that's when you're intentionally hurting yourself because you're trying to force something. And I don't want nothing forced. I want it to be organic. So I'm always paying attention. Don't let them motherfuckers slide because they gonna ice skate on your ass. So always trust yourself first.
Okay. All right. Elijah, what you got, yo? Welcome, Coco, if you're there. You know what I'm talking about? Or
You there. Well, red flags and trusting your instinct is, I mean, it's a gut feeling. It's something that you know you wouldn't tolerate with anybody else. It's when 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 you say a red flag, when somebody has your red flag, I promise you, your red flag to me is supposed to be like I will never let you slide with this. It's one of the most important things. It's not like, oh, you can't cook. That's a red flag. That's not a red flag for me. You know, you red flag for me. Hmm. If you can't communicate, and I don't mean can't like you don't got the words to say. I mean like you can't like you won't. I mean like you refuse. Like you don't want nobody else to hear you. You want everyone to hear you. You don't want to hear nobody else. It's a red flag for me. That's a big red flag for me. Communication. Lying to me. It's a big red flag for me. We too old for you not to be honest and things like that. So yeah, if I catch you on one of them, yeah, it's a huge red flag. I'm out of here. That's not a let's talk about it moment. That's a nah, I'm done talking. You already showed me enough. Um yeah, of course, we all know. It's things you're not gonna let slide. It's in it.
mm,
I'm To me, it's supposed to be important. It's supposed to be important because you ain't supposed to be for everybody. We are as friends and as family. It's supposed to be small in the first place. So that means you're only supposed to be with one person when it comes to a relationship. That's not supposed to be a million freaking people. So once you learn your values, you gonna start knocking down people. You're gonna be like, "Yep, you not the one. Yep, you definitely not the one." It's gonna be simple. And I don't know why you should. No, you should never feel bad for having to just drop somebody because they don't have your values. They wasn't supposed to be around. Most of the people in the world is just not supposed to be around you. So trust that. Know what your values. Know what you love in a person, and if you gotta keep your distance, keep your distance. That it is what it is.
all right. I mean. What you got?
What happened to me?
What you mean,
Yo,
Coco?
we coming around
What
towards
you
you,
mean,
yo. You after
girl?
Mina, yo. You after
Oh,
Mina, yo. Or,
my
Right.
bad.
or, or, because I'm the host in this motherfucker,
Oh,
boy.
red flags. I'm gonna have to go off of what Elijah said. Like the red flags is definitely gonna be the communication. To be in a relationship with me, you can't pick and choose when you want to communicate. I get that. Both parties have to work, have kids, have lives, have.
Did she freeze? Did
Yep,
everybody?
she froze.
So
She
it
probably
seemed like
got a call or something, maybe.
I think everybody just froze though. So Ray head was stuck in the air like that.
I'm right here. I'm here. Hey. Mina. Gang online. Oh shit. Mina girl. Yeah, that's a wrap.
For a little bit. That's okay.
That happened. Okay, Coco.
Right.
Hey, Coco, now, yeah, your ass want to
Now
talk. Go
it's
ahead, you
your
got the
turn.
floor.
She probably gonna leave and come back.
It's all good. You got this
What's
shit
the
right now, nigga.
What's
We
the
talking
question?
about.
Red
We,
flags and trusting your instincts.
yeah, you just
Yeah.
talking about. You know what I'm saying? Just yeah, we just talking about that. You know what I'm talking about? Porn.
Well, I just feel like for me, um, from personal experience, I'm never ignoring my discernment when it come to people, when it come to red flags. If I get that gut feeling that you're not right or something, I'm out of there. It's no question asked. It's no like the same red flags that we ignore be the ones that separate you from the person any fucking way. Like, you just gotta, and I know ain't anybody perfect, but I feel like you got already know what you want, what you don't want from a person. So the shit that you don't want, that's some shit that I'm getting out of there. The shit that you don't mind or whatever the case may be, that's some stuff that you can ignore, but you should just never ignore your instincts about nobody. I feel like ignoring your instincts, that might get you killed one day. That's how I be feeling. Like, trust them instincts and get the hell on.
On. Well, we got mean back in this joint. You know what I'm talking about? So
I don't know what happened. I don't know. My screen just
yeah.
went all blank and whatever. But anyway, back to what I was saying, like kind of agree with what Elijah said about the communication. That's a big red flag. Like if you only pick and choose to communicate with me when you're at work and not when you get home or not at night, not on the weekend, like that's a red flag because if you can talk to me at 8 a.m. Monday morning, why can't you talk to me at 7 p.m. Sunday night? Like what's really going on, you know? Um that's a major thing. Lying to me is that's a deal breaker. Like, because if you're gonna lie about something small, you're gonna lie about something big, and I don't have time for that. Like, we too fucking grown to be lying to one another. Like, hey, you don't have to lie to kick it. That's what I say. You know, if all you wanted to do was just get your rocks off, you could have said that, and we could have parted ways right then and there. But people want to lie and be like, oh yeah, baby, I want a relationship, and don't do that shit. You know, trust your instincts. Like what I just recently went through. You know, I did not trust myself, and I rolled with the punches, and shit happened. So, um, red flag. Just don't. It's just not necessary. It's just
Yeah.
not necessary to lie. It's not necessary to communicate when you want to. Like if you really want somebody, you fucking go for them. Don't waste their fucking time. Don't waste your own time.
All right. I think these red flags. I think it all be dependent on how we feel about the person. You know, like when you really like a person, it's hard for a person to tell you something wrong about that person. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You be smitten. Is that what they used to say back in the day? You be all smitten. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And you don't be like, you just be like, I ain't worried about that shit. That shit ain't that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Till they do something that you don't like, now you noticing everything. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're looking at
Um,
them funny.
yeah, now I'm looking at you funny. You know what I'm saying? So, I just think like if something a red flag, I think we should just look at it like if it's a red flag, we just ain't fucking with it, or like red. Sometimes people got these red flags, but it ain't. Shit could be worse because you never know what else is out there. You may, you know what I'm saying, you may pass something up for something fucked up. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, you never know. You know what I
Yeah, some
mean?
red flags you can work through. You know, like a red
Yeah,
flag is them leaving their socks on the floor. Okay, you can work through that shit. You know,
I was
yeah.
about to
like
say, what y'all consider like a red flag that you be willing to like look past?
It's like if she
no,
fought in her sleep,
You see
you
what
know
I'm
what
saying?
I'm
That's not a
You
red
do
flag. That's something that
see what
I
I'm
feel like
saying?
that's something everybody did.
No, I'm just being funny as
why
shit.
do I feel
Well,
attacked?
if y'all going, that's why I think if y'all going to call it a red flag got to be something that you ain't letting nobody slide with.
I mean, no,
Yeah,
because there's
like
certain levels. There's certain
You
levels to the flag,
can't,
though.
you can't. You
Yes.
see what I'm saying? You might as well call it yellow. Why you? Why is there different levels
Hey,
to a red
look,
flag?
You
I
Red
want to know
get what
why?
you're
flag,
saying,
Because
Elijah.
in
flag.
football, a red flag could be 5 yards, 10 yards, 15 yards, 30 yards.
That's a yellow flag. A red flag in football, that's a challenge. No, listen, a red flag is something you not tolerating with. And that got to be something big. You're not gonna let that slide because you gonna call everything a red flag if that's the case. Everything a red flag to you.
But yeah, I mean, yo, and we can say that, but it's like it's all like I say, it's all about the level of red flag. Like it's kind of like let me see a red flag that a nigga would tolerate.
Somebody, or say something like somebody go out all the time. Like this person just always out getting fucked up.
Red
Red
flag.
That's a
flag.
red
That's
flag
a
to
red
me.
flag. They go throw that shit out, dude.
So
Throw that shit up. Look, I'm about to grab a red do rag or some shit and throw that one.
let me say this, right? Let me ask this, or let me say this. If if you in a relationship or you talking to somebody or anything like that, and every little thing that they did, you call it a red flag, you think they gonna be secure about what they doing?
No,
Okay, so don't just sit here and say red flag for every damn thing
no, I'm
because then they
saying,
don't want to be around you.
but a petty motherfucker will do that. I'm saying that it's certain things I can tolerate. All right, I'll tell you something. Like, all right, if if we talking on the phone, like you know how like some people like to scroll, like some like scroll on the phone while you talking on the phone. Like we on the phone and we talking, and you know what I'm saying. Hey, so often I see that you ain't paying me no mind. That's a red flag. But it's like it's in the beginning, it ain't really going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As time go by, that shit gonna be like, yo,
It's a problem.
yeah. But in the beginning, it's not as severe because we still learning each
No,
other. You know what I'm saying?
but listen, Marcus, it was still a problem at the beginning. You just didn't want to take it that serious with her, but it was still a
Yeah,
problem.
I want to give her some rope. You know what I'm saying?
I
I wanted to see. I, you know what I'm
really
Like,
saying? I was
wanted
hey,
trying
to.
to let her skate. I
like
was
we
trying to let her
say,
get a Nancy Kerrigan
say,
on. You know what I'm
hold on, Marcus, what did we say yesterday?
You
If you
stupid.
slap me, if,
Nah.
what did we say yesterday, Marcus? If you slap me, then that's giving you the okay. If I shrugged it off, that's giving you the okay to hit me again, right?
saying? Right.
If I'm
Hmm.
That's a fact.
scrolling while we're talking on the phone and you don't speak up, you
Mhm.
giving me the okay to keep on scrolling on the phone no matter how deep we are. So don't call it a red flag if you ain't called it the first time.
I can't argue with that shit.
I can't. If I
He
say
I
right.
it's a
Cause
red
it's like,
flag, I
all
don't care
right,
when I
I
said it was a
I
red
get it.
flag.
Cause
It's a
I be
red
like,
flag.
all right, let me correct it when I first see it, and it's annoying me. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, let me go ahead and correct this. So now, if I correct it, and then you keep doing it, then you gotta go.
Yeah, it's time to go. It was already the red flag. So I already called a red
You
flag, but
heard
you
what I said, Elijah. Whenever I say it's a red flag, it's a red flag.
I know, I know,
Yeah.
I know, I know,
Or,
I know.
I think
They
circumstantial.
say we got
or
to see it first and then give them. Hey, put that down.
oh,
This is
It,
a red
shit.
flag after I
I thought
see
she was
it.
talking to me
Put
for a
it
minute.
down.
She talking to me for a
My
he
bad.
sure
Elijah
about
know
to
I'm
come out
messing
there.
with him.
minute. I'm like, oh
with
shit.
with the red flags, I think to a degree it is circumstantial, like because at some point, like you almost feel like, well, you don't you shouldn't have to tell your partner that something about them is bothering them, especially if you've told them and they haven't fixed it. Then it's like, okay, like at that point you start getting more and more irritated, and then when you explode, I mean it's a big issue. Like, damn, it's not that big of a deal, but clearly it is, because when I did tell you, like, hey, it bothers me that when we're talking, we're having a deep conversation, you're scrolling through your phone, not listening, and then you keep doing it. It's like you don't respect me enough. So it comes down to, do you respect me enough to not do the things that bother me when you do them? But if we're just
Same
on the phone,
thing.
I like the phone down, I'm watching TV, and you on the phone scrolling, and we ain't really talking, different story. Because at that time, like, you're just spending that time together. That's a different story. But when you're invested in a conversation, you're talking about real deep life shit, and you're like, huh? I didn't hear. I was watching a video. Like, never mind. Just have a good night. Like, at that point, like, I'm done with the conversation because you don't respect me, and that's where I draw the line.
I
Well,
promise you, y'all red flags
so
is
let me
big.
ask this question. Why y'all don't be Cambo niggas having shit stains in their drawers till y'all mad at 'em?
What the fuck?
Okay, hold on. I can speak on that because listen,
I can't
I
speak on
I
that.
can't
absolutely.
speak on that shit because I
Hold
ain't
on, hold on,
never.
hold on.
What?
Not like that. Not like
When
that.
I saw it, it was too late for me.
Nah, Marcus
Too
said
late.
when you mad at him though, you gonna throw him under the bus.
Listen, my ex, okay, the last one I was really with for like the 10 months or whatever, right? When I first
You
met
talking about
him,
Lil Daryl? You talking about Lil Daryl?
yes, exactly.
Lord Earl.
That shitty booty, shitty stain, holy draws ass motherfucker. When I seen them draws at the edge of the bed, I was fucking pissed because I'm like, I already did the fucking deed. You can't come back from that. I was pissed. So I took
She
it
said,
upon
now I'm
myself.
looking at you funny.
So
It
let
made
me. So
hella
I
funny, but
want.
listen,
I want to
listen,
hear.
I was already invested. Like shit, we'd already done it. So what the fuck now? So I
I
took
feel
it
like
upon
for me,
myself.
I ain't really see the shit stains till like everything already has started.
And
You
listen,
feel me?
what's worse is the fact they was all turned out, right? Like they was, the draws was turned out, so it's like you can't help but like notice. It wasn't
I
like they
want to
was.
hear. Hold on.
Yo, look
Somebody
at Saray,
answer.
yo.
I'll hear. I want. I want to hear the answer on why y'all don't say shit until you're mad.
Cause I feel like this. It be like,
Mind your business,
damn.
Elijah.
What?
I feel like around the time when
No,
I seen them, that's when I was mad and I did say something for me.
that shit ain't flying with me. I'm sorry. I I don't give a fuck.
But
If
hey,
I see
Marky.
that shit, you got to
Hey,
get that
Marky.
is
Hey, Marky.
certified. You got to go.
Mm,
They got the. They got the dude. As soon as they mad, they got the dude standing there like, "What you talking about? I don't got no shit, jaws. What you talking about?"
Whole
yo,
time you got pictures and shit.
yo.
I mean, I
No,
don't have any
But for
It was
evidence.
just,
me,
I
it was
don't.
just an off the Ray face when I said it. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
because what?
I
I just
I don't have any evidence
No.
of what
I
he
got
had.
evidence. Cause you ain't about to say no. And I be feeling like this. Remember when you said we was going to pass to Hades? Look, motherfucker, I got something for your ass. Cause I'm going
We can't.
past Hades.
Okay. Coco. Oh man, listen. We didn't talk about healing. Coco. Don't bring up.
Yo, I just thought it was funny, yo. That's why I just said I just was. It was just some comedy in the joint, but it's. You know what I
What?
mean?
Hey, I saw that boy was struggling. I took it upon myself and I bought that boy a pack of drawers.
See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
them shit so shitty. You need new drawers, man. We can't even, with that. We just
They
gonna
they
keep
got a
it
big ass
moving.
hole in it. Please explain to me,
Ain't
guys.
no way.
Explain to me how y'all
Look,
always get
Yeah.
look.
that big ass hole in the
Y'all,
crotch. Like, what the
y'all
fuck
see
y'all
the
be doing?
y'all see the
Oh,
difference
that's
between
for scratching his
y'all see
ass.
the
That's for
difference.
scratching his ass too much.
Y'all see the difference between
Oh, Dookie Booty.
y'all see the difference between Mina answer and Saray answer. Mina said, "I'm gonna go buy him some more." Saray said, "You get the fuck out of my house."
She
She
hollered,
said you gotta get the hell on.
See, I
even
should
wipe
have been
your
like
ass
Saray.
properly, so I
I
can't
should have
trust
been
you
like
wiping nothing
Saray.
else
I
Get
can't
properly.
your
trust
dusty
you if you
hole,
won't
dirty
wipe
And
your
drawers
I
out
feel
ass
the
like
right.
fucking
this.
Yeah.
way.
For real?
I feel like
Oh,
this. They
oh, dirty
probably
dick, shitty
look,
ass
they
boy.
probably feel like Mina at the beginning, and then it be like you will sit there, niggas will sit there and try to play in the female face. So it's like, all right, you want to play in my face? Let's bring up them shitty drawers.
No, I ain't
Like,
doing none of that. Cause as soon as I see shit or see that means your mama was not the type. She was hygiene ain't it. I'm
She
not
like,
your
now
mama.
what about these drawers, nigga? What about these drawers?
That I
man,
see that
Shitty
if
ass
I'm
drawers.
washing clothes and I catch that shit, baby, your shit is packed up in
man,
a suitcase. You got
She like,
to go.
what's up with the
they
hole in the
gonna need
drawers? What's up
therapy
with the
after
hole in
Saray
the
get
drawers?
done, yo. Yo, they
Damn.
gonna need therapy after Saray get done.
Damn right.
Yo.
And I'm sending them
And he
with a
was a
damn
big boy.
hygiene bag. Cause what
They
the fuck
said,
you
I bet you
doing?
wash your. They said, I bet he washed his ass then.
Oh, that
Yeah, he
nigga,
That
that
Hey, and
nigga
he was
dead
a big
tub
boy, so it was
scrubbing
like a
himself.
big
The
ass
nigga
skid
had
mark in
Brillo
his
pad
drawers. It
scrubbing
wasn't
them
like
shit.
a
Yeah.
listen, it wasn't like a
nigga said
tiny
they had
strip.
to
It
use the
was
Brillo pad to clean them motherfuckers.
damn.
Oh shit, yo. Oh shit, yo. Y'all funny as shit, yo. All right, yo. Let me.
Ain't
Yo,
no
yeah. Yo, we will go ahead, yo. That shit was funny, yo. That was funny. That was yo. Rebuilding trust and relationships. You know what I'm saying? We're going to discuss strategies for rebuilding trust in relationships after betrayal, including communication, boundaries, and forgiveness. You know what I'm
Mm,
talking about?
Mm.
child.
We're gonna start with Coco. You know what I'm talking about on.
Rebuilding trust and relationships. I feel like rebuilding trust and relationships, it can be done, but it all comes with changed behavior. So like if you trying to get me to trust you again, you have to show me in it's consistent changed behavior, because don't just change your behavior for a certain amount of time and then when we back good you go do the same thing or you go do something else, and it's just like what the hell. So it's like it has to be changed behavior, like for as long as you with me, because it's like I'm already you already done did something to betray me in the first place. And you know, so I'm already kind of like on edge about trusting you or whatever the case may be. So I just think that uh that consistency is can be hard to rebuild the trust, and especially depending on the type of person that you are, because you could be disappointed from people just constantly disappointing you, and so it's just like it's kind of hard, but I think that like I said, it's just changed behavior, consistent changed behavior will help build that trust back up in that relationship. um just being better. And what else you had said?
Oh no, I mean it was just hold on. Oh yeah, betrayal, including all right. So rebuilding trust in relationships after betrayal, including communication, boundaries, and forgiveness.
And so like I feel like definitely once you break trust, boundaries have to be set. um like the communication, we're gonna have to communicate probably a little more than what we would have had to, because by it, once you betray, for speaking for myself, once I feel betrayed, it's all about you got to show me that you're willing to change. And you said boundaries and forgiveness. I'm big on forgiveness, so I'm always gonna forgive a person, but it's just the fact of you know having to build that trust back up, doing what you need to do, communicating, saying what you need to say in the relationship, whether it be the hard conversations, because a lot of people try to avoid the hard conversations, just stuff like that. That's how I feel.
On. Next up, let me go ahead. What mean on.
Rebuilding trust in a relationship for me, back with when I was with Daryl, was extremely hard to do. Number one,
La
because
da.
right with him, number one is because he didn't eliminate the source that was causing the betrayal. So he didn't eliminate his conversation with his baby mama, right? That didn't have shit to do with the kid, right? And not to speak ill on her, by any means, but she was a constant reminder. She was sending me messages, and like she was in a sense harassing me. So it really made me look at him funny. Like, okay, now I'm really looking at you funny because what's really going on? And trying to regain that trust was next to impossible because he never changed his behaviors. And in order to rebuild that trust, especially after an affair, or one of you cheated, or one feels betrayed or whatnot, you both have to work hard at it. The who did the betraying has to work just as hard to earn that forgiveness, but the person who got betrayed has to work just as hard to give it to him as well, or her. And it's that constant reminder that you just can't shake, because if I tell you today this shit bothers me, and then 2 days later you do it again, it's like now you playing with my intelligence. Now you're really wasting my fucking time. Like, what am I really doing here? So it really is hard to overcome that. But if two people are dedicated and devoted to making that work, no outside force is ever going to come back in the way it did. It makes trusting the other person again that much easier when both are actively working at earning and gaining it. or giving and earning. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So if one is half-fasting it, it just affects the other person for that much more.
That's what's up. I mean, nah, you said a mouthful, yo. Like I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I'm talking about Elijah. What you got?
Um,
What is he smiling for?
shit. Because I don't trust people. So
I don't blame you.
my therapist said I got an issue with this because when I walk in, I don't trust you. You to me, until we get there, you're capable of hurting me. You're capable of doing something off the wall to me, and I'm already in there with no trust. I don't know. I still got to work on that. But if I started out not trusting you, you got my trust, and then you fuck up, bruh. So forgiveness, Coco, you are stronger than me. Everybody who is strong with forgiveness is stronger than me because I'm not forget. I'm not forgetful, and I'm definitely not forgivable. Um, so I need to know. I need to have like a real sincere conversation with you. I need sincere apology.
I'm up on my other page.
Yeah, but I need a sincere apology from you. Um, what you did wrong. I need you to recognize what you did wrong. I need all that. And then I need you to help me trust you all over again, which that's like I started from like 2 to 10 of trusting you. Now I'm at -4 with trusting you. Now we gotta get back up to 10 again. So rebuilding trusting relationships, like Coco said, is doable, but you gotta help me help you help this. Because right now,
Exactly.
once I lost it, once I lost that trust, I'm looking for every reason. I might as well just leave at this point. So I'm waiting for me to just be like, all right, I can't do this no more, and I know I can't. I can see it, I can feel it. I don't see you the same no more. I'm like that with friends. I'm like that with family, and I'm like that in relationships too. I will not be able to look at you the same no more. My biggest thing is do not lie to me. Let me be the one to be able to decide if I'm going to still be here or not. But you can lose my trust in a lot in different ways. So yeah, it's always going to be something I have to work on. And trusting people is definitely something I have to work on with it.
All right, that's what's up. That's
Shoot,
what's up.
trusting people is definitely hard, Elijah. Only reason I be so forgiving, cause y'all know I be reading into the Bible and whatever, and the Bible told us that if we don't forgive other people, then God won't forgive us. And so
Yeah, but see,
I always
here,
huh?
here's the thing with that though, and not to
Okay.
cut you off, Coco,
No,
my
no, you
mind
are.
when it get there, it get there. Here,
Mm-hmm.
um, here's the thing about that though. Forgive, don't forget, but
Mm-hmm.
I still don't have to take you back. So I
Right.
don't have to trust you to be in this relationship. I don't
Right.
have to look at you the same or treat you like how I did when I was trusting you.
Mm-hmm.
He told me I have to forgive you for what you did, but do not let God ain't gonna sit here and let you just walk when you just hurt one of his prized possessions.
Right.
He ain't gonna let
Right.
you so my job is just to forgive for sure. But rebuilding and trusting in relationships, he did not say I have to stay in this relationship.
And
So all that begging and pleading and all that trying to stick together and everything like that,
mhm.
he still gave me the freedom to be able to look at you differently.
Right, right. So that's when your boundaries do come into play. But you was just because when you had said you needed help with that, that's because it do be hard trying to forgive somebody. I'm not gonna say I just up and just forgive people because I don't. It do be a struggle. I have to pray about it. I have to talk to God about it. But I do forgive, but I do set boundaries, and setting boundaries, I think that's good. What you do. Like however
And,
you
it-
set your
and
boundaries.
that's the hardest thing when you're in a relationship trying to set them boundaries. It's the hardest thing
Mm-hmm.
to me because you're all in and you're like we don't really have no boundary kind of deal. Like we know outside of this relationship, but inside this relationship, like we talk about whatever, we sex whatever, and we just act a fool whatever, and we don't really have them boundaries. We don't. The only boundary we have is I'll never call you out your name and everything like that. That's it. But now I have to set new boundaries for you because you lost my trust. I might as well not be here because I can't be myself with you no more. And I have to be myself. I have to. I can't be fake around people.
I feel that. That's real talk. Hold up. Let come on. We still got Saray. You know what I'm talking about? What you got on, Saray?
I ain't trust the shit. Once you sit there and you cross me, that's it. I heard everything y'all said, and that sounds lovely. Once you cross me, it's a wrap. You could bite this hand. I still gotta eat. You think I'm gonna give you my other hand? You already proven to me you ain't gonna feed my ass, so I'm not gonna give you my other hand to bite. No,
True.
I ain't trust shit.
Yeah.
When I'm in a relationship, that is the trust. Cause I allowed you in my space. That is the trust. I'm in a relationship with you. I've merged myself. I've merged my DNA with your ass. I've merged my money with you. I've merged my energy with you, my mindset, my emotions, my day to day. Goddamn, I can't even fart in the morning if I want to. I got to have trapped gas to go to the bathroom. You're in my bed. I am sharing space with you. That is a lot of trust and compromise. Do you know how lovely it is to be by yourself? You get what I'm saying? And so now I'm sharing my energy and everything with you. So if you can't value that, if you don't have any value for that, and you cross me and you have me looking, the fact that you have me looking crazy in front of other people, you got me looking crazy, whether it's your family, whether it's work, whether it's homies or so-called sister homegirl shit or whatever bullshit that they be coming with. You got me looking crazy. No, and I'm not going out my way to alter some more. I just altered myself and compromised to have you in my space. So you think you're going to cross me, hurt me, lie to me. I got to forgive you and then alter me. I have to set new boundaries and do all this extra shit so the fuck. When you made that decision to make me look crazy, when you made that decision to do whatever it is to cross me and make me look foolish and feel foolish and hurt me, you've made the decision to go ahead and detach. This shit is a wrap. So you have to know I'm not staying. You gotta know I'm not staying. Especially if it got to deal with my money and my kid. I don't give a fuck if she is grown. So no. Once you cross that line, I think it's fair to say no. Because I've already given you 100% of me, literally, figuratively, physically, emotionally, literally, spiritually. I've given you all of me 100% and you crossed all those lines. So why do I need to go jump through some other hoops to make you feel comfortable so you could show me you could pass the test? Fuck out of here. I'm not trusting shit. Once you cross me one time, that's a wrap. Gone where you was trying to get to.
To show me you can pass a test, bruh.
That's what it is. When you
You
set
know what?
boundaries, you're basically setting up tests. When you set
I'm,
boundaries, that is a challenge for a person to
I'm,
see, can I pass it? Can I do it? Can I level up to that? Can I measure up to what the boundary that I ain't got time for that shit. Either you want to be here or you don't. That's just like me because I'm respecting your boundaries. I'm not making you look crazy. You've given me all of yourself, right? I didn't cross anything. I didn't hurt you. I didn't bite your hand. And if I did, especially me being a woman and you being a man, that shit would be a wrap for my ass too. Like, what the fuck? You was not giving me a second chance, especially if I done cheated.
They're gonna be
Nah,
like, cause who the fuck you playing with?
Right.
nah,
Like, let's not even play that
Men
game. I
for
am
can't
real.
done.
men can't breathe when you cheat on them.
I'm talking about we going to the ER. So no,
Hey,
I'm
look,
not
niggas
doing
don't like the work husband. We don't like that nigga. That nigga, you be
mm-mm,
at work, you be all playful with at work. We don't like them niggas. You
Giggling and
know?
shit in the background.
we're not doing that. So no, I'm not setting up new obstacles, new boundaries. I'm not doing that. It just depends on what it is. And even if so, it has to be real minor. Like you didn't put the toilet seat down, or you don't take the groceries out, or you don't help me with laundry. It got to be little bullshit. But when it's the major shit, oh no. No, we're not doing that.
Excuse me. Well, you know.
I feel like, see, me with me, I feel like with boundaries you want either, cause like how you said, that gonna make a person to be like, oh, okay, well, I gotta come up to this level. So it's like you got either, cause I believe that people, me, I believe that people, you know, but
You like
it's
some
just
people
like,
believe that people gonna be get better. I'm
you
people.
feel me?
You know?
And so I feel like with boundaries, it's either gonna make you run away, or it's going to be like, okay, it's going to make you step up. But I do understand, even with Elijah, he said, I got to go, and we're going to set a boundary, and you got to build the trust. So even if you separate yourself from that person and then put boundaries, I
That's
feel
fine.
like, yeah,
No. But it's not to negate you. How you know what I'm saying? For
yeah,
me, as
yeah.
I'm listening to you, I'm just like, nah, that's too much work. I don't want to do
See,
it.
y'all
I
already
guess
got
it
a
just
job.
like
That's your
it
opinion.
just
That's y'all
depends
your opinion.
on how you feel about that person, because
Yeah,
what if
that
you
too.
really fucking with that person and it's just like, damn, you know,
I
but
got
I
you.
can't trust you. You feel me? But I
And if I
really
can't
fuck with
trust
you.
you, I
Yeah,
can't rock with you. Then it's like even if we got 5-10 years in, I get it. But then I would rather just be homies.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I'd rather just be friends. You go get your own shit. We'll move out. We'll divvy it down the middle, and we'll call it. I'd rather just be homies. But I can't give you all of me no more. You wasting my time. Like I have one life to live
Right.
too. I have a rocking chair that's waiting on me too. I have
So
memories that
basically,
I'm building for myself too. So I'm not gonna let you fuck up my days of sitting in a rocking chair thinking about the fuck shit you done dragged me through because I ain't know how to let go.
let me tell you something.
No.
That's a level. That's a
And
level
that's where
of
the Florida Evans. You know what I'm
look.
talking about?
That's a
Shut
level
up,
of
chef.
not Florida Evans.
Nah,
that's
chef.
that's that's a level of emotional intelligence that I wish to acquire. You feel me?
Right.
Cause I feel like with me, like if I'm locked in with somebody, my emotions, like I put my emotions and stuff. I mean, not saying that you don't, but it's just be like it be a little detachment. I can do it, but it's just like those emotions and stuff. Like how how do you handle having to get rid of somebody and your emotions be caught up in it?
Right. I
It's
get
it.
it.
Nah, for sure. It's difficult,
What's up,
especially when you
Nisha? What up,
wasted.
T?
And I do want to say
You up
wasted
in
so
here
much
today?
time. What's funny?
Cause he said, and I do want to say
Yeah,
wasted.
because I mean, what did you think this was? You think
Yeah.
I did all this and it's not a waste now? So I think that's the reason why people stick around is because they don't want to waste their time. But you're still wasting your time
You
if you go
still
back,
waste
if you give and everything like that, and then all of a sudden they still doing it, and your boundaries is still either
being
being
crossed.
crossed or any. Bro, nah, bro,
Now
nah,
you
bro.
in jail.
It's a
Now
life
you're in
lesson.
jail.
So I gotta look at it like Marcus always tell me. It's a life lesson. I just wasted 10 years of my life, but it was a life lesson. It's okay. It's all right. It won't happen again. Now I know for a fact I'll rather spend the rest of my time by myself. That's when I know I'll rather spend the rest of my time by myself. Cause I just wasted too much of the time thinking that I was cool. Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly what Saray said. See, Saray got the ball. Saray tell you. So right, I'm trying to at least just be like, you know what? rebuild trust in. Even though I got the terrible trusting issues, I'm a try. Nah, man, I need to be like Saray. Fuck this shit. No, I ain't trusting
Ray,
shit.
like, fuck him, fuck
I
you. If
ain't
you got his
trusting
back, fuck
nothing.
everybody that think
And
that
she
nigga
don't give a fuck
cool.
what nobody talking about. She don't care how sweet it sound. I ain't trusting nothing. And for
No,
sure, you shouldn't have to. I don't think if you are literally a amazing person, not a good person. Good person could be anybody. If you're an amazing person to somebody and you get dogged on, you don't got fuck that. Fuck that. You didn't even deserve it. You
it's
didn't
too
even deserve
much.
it. It's too much.
You put
Niggas
all
be
your time
niggering.
into it, and like you
Niggas be
said,
niggering.
Elijah, you're still wasting your time
Yeah,
regardless.
Mark, you say
You
that again.
only have
Niggas be
one
niggering.
life.
Niggas be niggering. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking
they
about?
do,
Bruh,
and I be
nah.
niggering right with them.
See, that's the only
Still,
thing.
still,
I
That's
still
the
can't.
nigga.
only
Real
thing
nigga.
I
Still
tell.
nigga.
That's the only thing I tell my lady. I won't tip tat with you. I won't get you. I won't get my get back. I'm gonna leave.
There you
I
go.
know. I know for a fact that I did everything I could, and I know when everything
You
I could, you ain't gonna find another. When I put in all the work I put in, you won't find another. You might try. He might get close. But so I'm not gonna tip the top for you. You cheat on me, I ain't gonna cheat on you. I'm gonna leave. It's
I'll
okay.
tell him, you ain't gonna never find another me. This
You
is
ain't
the
never
thing.
gonna find another me.
If I'm saying you ain't, I don't give a fuck how, I don't give a fuck what this nigga is on my worst day. That nigga can never be me.
I feel
You
like
know
that's toxic
what I'm saying?
to even just cheat back. Cause what's the point of you cheating back? You might as
So
well
now we
just,
all dirty.
You're not
you
right.
know.
Now,
For
now
one,
you looking at me funny, I'm
Right.
looking at you funny. You know what I'm saying?
why you even gonna consider it
feel
cheating when
attacked.
you planned on leaving in the first place? You planned on leaving, but let you fuck somebody while y'all still together, just to say I cheated too, or I cheated after he cheated, or I cheated
Cause
on
he
But
her.
you
might
know
go
what?
still
I
be
think
First off,
cheating.
first off, women don't just cheat. They cheat like they'd be like it'll be your best friend or a homie or somebody you know or some. You know what I'm saying? It'll
No,
be like
no,
it'll
I
be
wouldn't. I wouldn't
crazy.
say that because,
I
like they said, and
I'm
it's a
talking about a
true
lick back.
statement. It's a true statement. You cheat on me, I'm gonna take it harder than if I cheated on you and how you took it. My lady, no, I burn this whole motherfucking shit down with you locked inside it.
Shut up, Elijah, before you go to jail. Be quiet.
I'm
Keep it to
glad.
yourself.
I'm gonna have to edit that
again,
part. I'm gonna
I
have
ain't
to
the
You
edit
try
type.
that
to
part.
incriminate yourself. Be quiet.
I'm gonna have to
I ain't
edit
the
that
type to
shit.
sit there and cheat back.
That's
I
an
cheat.
hour and 2 minutes on.
That's one thing. That's one thing, man. I won't tolerate, man. I won't tolerate. Don't cheat on me.
Facts.
Don't
But
cheat
I
on me,
feel like that's
especially.
back in our day. The whole cheating back and forth, that's like our 20s and stuff. I feel like we're grown enough to know like it's not worth it
If
because
I want to
we are
fuck
so
somebody else.
sensitive. Like you're really going to put yourself on snap if you play those type of games. You're going to get yourself locked up if you play those cheating games. For real, for real.
If I want to fuck
Yeah,
somebody else, I'm just gonna be single because when I'm
and
single, I can fuck whoever I want to fuck.
for sure.
You know what
When
I'm saying?
when when we get to
Here we
talking
go.
about marriage,
Here we go.
when we get to talking about marriage, and we really taking all these years of time, I'm probably willing to do that 10-year bid. Just
No, I give him
I'm probably
25, dude. And I'm 47, and I give him 25.
Fuck that.
if I'm telling you,
I give him
bro, I
25.
can't.
You play with my emotions, yo. Playing with my
You play
emotions.
with my emotions,
This
Marcus,
shit
bro.
does
I'm
not
telling you, bro.
sound appealing to a woman
I'm
like
telling.
me. I do not want to get married.
I'm
This shit
not.
sound
That's
like
the only
problems.
thing, though. I'm not trying to be appealing to
Oh,
anybody.
y'all got
That's
it. Fuck that. Y'all
No,
got
yo. I'm saying like, all right, yo, look, because
I'm
you
not
gotta
a
think,
cheater,
man,
but I ain't perfect. And y'all sounded
man,
But
like I
look,
don't even
Saray,
want to
see,
do
I
that's
ain't
the
that.
no
thing,
cheater, but
though.
no,
I ain't perfect.
You just, I would hope you
yeah,
would
I
realize
got some
that.
shit with me, but cheating ain't one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Just, just, I
Right.
hope you. And it's not. I don't think it's supposed to be appealing, but just know that your dude not gonna fuck around. Your dude not gonna fuck when it come to you. He not gonna play around with you. So when you
I
walk
don't
around,
want to provoke nothing of that, but it's just to actually, I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm talking shit, but at the same time,
That's just
I'm
like
she
if
dead
you found
ass
out
listening
your
done
to
nigga,
cleared up
if you found out your nigga was cheating on you,
after
you know what I'm
some years.
saying? After y'all been together for like 5, 6 years and say, and you know these niggas be on some slick shit. They have a whole nother relationship. They had kids. They'd be married in a whole nother
Married.
state. You know what I'm saying?
Marcus,
And you
don't do
find
all
that
this.
shit.
Marcus,
That's
don't do that.
real
Don't
though.
do
No,
that.
I'm
So
just
right,
no,
No,
That's
y'all
I'm just
really have a bad outlook on me because what's crazy is when it comes to what's crazy is
oh
I'm
look,
more
now Coop wanna hop in this junk
no
on
check
on
me out.
oh,
or
I'm more when it comes to me being Chaz, that shit y'all be seeing, it be on the smallest shit because my mindset is, oh, you want to aggravate me on this petty ass shit? Well, I'm gonna drag this shit out. I'm gonna make this a production. Cause why you fucking with me? But on like major shit like that, because I've been through stuff like that. I've been through
Chaz Productions. It was
listen, I've been through guys cheating or having families or having another woman and stuff. And it was never a production. It was always like, all right, I cuss them out, of course, or say what I gotta say, but I'm always quick to get my shit and get the hell on. Only for the
yeah,
simple
for sure.
fact I know that I know who I am.
Yeah,
And I
for
know
sure.
when I leave, I know I marked you. See, fucking with a woman like me,
Did she say, "I know I
I
marked
marked
you"?
you. I marked you. It's men right
This
now that I've dated. Listen, it's men right now that I've dated and Coop know that when they walk in their kitchen, even if they got another bitch, they still see me. When they go in their bathroom, even though they got another woman, they still see me. When they put them shoes on and shit, or they got the foot care and shit in their thing or whatever, the little hygiene techniques or how I used to spoil them and stuff, even though they got another woman, they still doing those spoil techniques, or they got her doing the shit I used to do to him. I marked his ass. You will
hold
never
up.
forget me.
So
You will
this like you
never.
mark your territory on these niggas?
Goddamn right, I mark my territory. You mine when I'm with you, and when I leave, you still fucking mine. You just not here, but you
He
gonna
said,
remember
"Woof woof,
me.
motherfucker."
And you said you was worried about what we were talking about?
I'm just saying, y'all don't pay attention to
but
women
she
because this
saying,
is what
Marcus,
women do. Women be
I'm
marking y'all, and y'all don't even know y'all done been marked. That's why I don't like. I care. Don't get it twisted. But I'm not gonna stress myself. It's like, oh, all right, cool. But I know for the fact, boy, nobody, the way I used to rub your feet and the kind of care that I used to give you, the kind of spoils that I used to give you, you're gonna have to train her to do those things that I done got your ass accustomed to that shit. You ain't gonna let that go. And you always gonna know Chaz was there. Yeah. It's just like
That
carving
nigga
on a
lies
tree.
is like, I'm
I
trying
ain't
to,
worried
I
about
ain't never had nothing like that.
nah, you never
it.
had
Oh,
to
see
do
what
like that.
I'm
I'm
talking
trying
about.
to do that for you,
I'm trying to
motherfucker.
tell you. So, but that's the thing. Y'all be looking like some women. Oh, if he cheated on you, if he did this, you looking to spaz out. I'm not gonna break down the empire we built. We finna separate that shit, and I'm gonna get the hell on. I'm gonna do my healing. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna be hurt, but I'm a deuce because I know it's somebody that's gonna really love this and keep it. You just wanted to try it. It's gonna be somebody that want to keep it. But I do know,
Right.
nigga, you can't forget me though. That's my revenge. You ain't gonna forget me. And you can't say shit. You got to keep it to yourself because you can't call her Chaz. Don't fuck up.
Nah, she ready to go
I'm just
on.
saying that's a little bit of something. Now you
I
know.
ain't saying much because I had to learn because I would stick around. I was one of them.
I did too.
Wait, what?
But I would stick around. Not
Oh,
that I
stick
would stick
around.
around, the relationship would be fucked up, but I'd be the one to just stick around. Like,
And I
I don't
hate
know.
that. And I hate that for you. I hate that for anybody with a relationship that be fucked
I
up and
mean,
y'all just
now I know
hanging on,
it's
just
like
hanging
going.
on.
I feel like my last situation kind of taught me like no, but it's just like I had to learn that I had to go through shit with people in order to have that mindset like, oh no, I'm gone.
But I didn't get that mindset, Coco. Y'all don't get it twisted. Don't like the shit I talk now is because I learned. That means I had to go through some shit. So I stayed with a dude for 7 years. That's what ran me here to Georgia. I stayed through the cheating. I stayed through the heartbreak. I stayed. That taught me so much. That taught me my worth. And it taught me that just because I'm a woman, I'm not living to have a man. I'm living for myself because, like I keep telling y'all, that's your 6 feet. You get what I'm saying? So I'm not being a woman. Me being a woman, a man is not my value. Kids is not my value. I am my value. But I had to learn that after that relationship. And even previous relationships, there's still certain things I had to learn or relearn a lesson. Like, all right, you can't be gully like that, or you can't be too nice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be this way. Because a dude ain't, as a woman, a dude is not going to respect it. Don't matter how nice you are. You do have to have those boundaries. You do have to let a nigga know where they can get off at. You know what I'm saying? You have to. And if your daddy and your brothers and your male cousins and your homeboys, they'll tell you the same shit if they was real with you.
Yeah.
Snapple cap facts. Well, look, we got Coop and finally slid up in the end of mean on the I'm talking about. You hear me? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Coop.
Yo,
My bad,
yeah,
y'all. What's going on? I was not out, dude.
it's all
What's
good.
up?
Still new, still new. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, babe, I
Yeah,
appreciate it. I'm here. What's going on, y'all people?
What's going on?
yeah. We just on here
Nothing, man.
chilling, yo. I mean, the topic right now was just like rebuilding trust and relationships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you? Yeah, I mean, on the I'm talking about. You hear me? On.
Rebuilding trust, man, with relationships. Like what are relationships to mean as any type of relationship, friendship, love relationships,
Yeah,
anything like
just
that.
yeah, yeah,
Relationships.
yeah. Whatever. Yeah, all the ships. You know
Um,
what I'm saying?
uh, um, I can't. I don't know, bro. Be honest with you, dog. Rebuilding trust with relationship. It depends what type of relationship we have. Is it, if it's willing, if it's even worth rebuilding the trust within a relationship. You feel me? Like I don't know. I guess at my adult age, certain things, like I said, I just let go. That I don't really worry about the junk no more. Like I ain't trying to change nobody or trying to conform them to feel or be how I be or feel like I feel. So if certain things break, I feel like sometimes it's meant to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of connections you're not meant to have, bro. You know what I'm saying? Some shit keep you stagnant. You feel me? So depending
But
on why it broke, sometimes I leave it broke. Ain't no sense if we trying to rekindle this shit. You feel me? I'm just being honest. You feel like because okay, for instance, right? As an example, like for me, like when I took my journey to want to like be a healthier person and get my body the way I wanted to lose weight, you know what I'm saying? A lot of friends that I had that were into being active and stuff like that. You feel me? They didn't really care or try to support it. You know what I'm saying? But then when they see me changing, and then everybody want to come around and say, "Oh, how you? Oh, dang, Coop, I want to get like you. Or how you do this and how you did that." But in the beginning, it was like nobody cared, or it was a joke type of shit. It's just weird when it comes to certain people. But I just let you know, them people not really your friends, or they don't really care about you like that. You know what I'm saying? So watch how to rekindle those relationships that you lost like that. Sometimes that shit put in perspective who's supposed to be around you, bro. To be honest with you. That period of time will let you know who need to be in your life or who really does support you and who there to help you build. Other than just to watch you fall, some just be around us to watch you fall or fuck up. I think just because they like be miserable. You feel me? So some
That's
friendships
what's
don't
up.
need to be. That shit
All
dead.
right.
Let it be dead.
I told
Straight up.
I told you.
All right. All right.
Leave
Straight
that shit
up.
alone.
Leave it
Whole lot of
alone.
Florida shit going on.
I'm just saying. Yeah,
Marcus
Florida.
over
I guess
here
Florida
going
shit different, dog.
to a bottle right now.
Yeah.
You feel
Mm.
me? Yeah, but look, we got two more. Yeah, 'cause we've been on here for a bit. We got two more, you know what I mean, on you. I'm talking about, you
Hold
hear
on.
me?
I can send it to you real quick.
Marcus, you gonna make it?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
No, I
I'm
just had
straight.
to give me a minute.
you
I'm straight.
you see it, Elijah?
I'm a little glossy. Yes,
Yeah, you glistening a little bit.
a little bit. Yes, I'm all right
Saucy.
though. I'm good though. On some real, on some, you
Alright.
know what I mean? Was Coop saying he was going to say something? Before you know what I'm talking about?
I think he talking to his lady right quick.
Oh, all right. So check it. So yeah, next jump. You know what I'm talking about? The role of forgiveness and healing. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's see. We'll go with Coco. You know what I'm talking about? How you feel about Coco? On.
Forgiveness and healing. I think that the first part of healing is forgiveness. And it's not just forgiving the other person. You have to forgive yourself for the things that you accepted, the things that you put yourself through. Um, like I said, I don't think that just because you healed, like I said, I had to go through it in order to learn it. So what I did realize is just because you heal, I mean, just because you forgive somebody don't mean that you have to let them back or give them access to you any longer. So I think that forgiveness is kind of like the first step in healing.
Okay. 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 On.
I mean, what she said. I mean, you have to be willing to forgive because, like, I forgave that dumbass for what he did, and I forgave him too soon, but it did not help me heal, right? Um, because I was still very much so triggered by everything he did. Like, if he missed a phone call of mine, I was instantly triggered. If he, you know, was taking too long on his phone, triggered again. So I, but I was not over what he did. So to heal from that I had to deal with Daryl was next to impossible because I didn't forgive him properly. And at the same time, I
Now,
also didn't forgive myself for forgiving him. So it impacted me even more because I was traumatized by that whole ordeal. And I let him back in, and I let him back in, and I let him back in. And I tolerated after tolerating after tolerating. And I just came to my boiling point. And when I did, it took me forever, but I did. And honestly, I'm still not healed from what he did to me because, like, yeah, I'm not gonna go into graphic details about it with him, but what he did just really fucked with me mentally.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna say you ain't gotta dig too deep. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean, it
Well,
was gonna be some like it was gonna be some nasty shit. I ain't trying to bring that shit in
yeah.
here right now, so
Yeah, yeah, we
we ain't gonna
gonna we
go
gonna
into
yeah,
it.
I mean, we gonna yeah, I mean
Yep.
into Elijah Durr. You know
Forgiveness
Not the
forgiveness
government though.
is hard. Forgiveness is hard for real. Um,
Hmm.
going going back what Mina said is I forgave him too soon. You didn't forgive. You didn't actually forgive him. And that's to me, forgiveness means whatever you do for here on out, it's not gonna bother me. I forgave you for what you did. I set my boundaries. I healed from what you did. And anything you do after that, it's not gonna bother me. We just not gonna be as close. But it is what it is. You did this. You made it so I had to forgive you. And now for me, I only have to forgive you because if God said you don't gotta forgive nobody, you best believe I wouldn't. So you did this part. Now you're gonna lay in this part. And I'm not gonna throw it back in your face, but I'm not gonna hurt from it either. That was the healing part that I'm not gonna dwell, I'm not gonna come back to or anything like that. You just won't fuck me over like that again. You won't fuck me over at all because now I've got the trust to come in. So believe me, I forgave you for what you just did. But believe me when I say when you do something else stupid, I'm not gonna need to forgive you again because I expected you to do something else stupid.
That part.
I expected this part because I didn't mean much to you. I expected you to keep doing whatever you wanted to do because I wasn't a thought in your mind when you decided to do what you did in the first place. But I forgave you, but I kept pushing. And anything you do after that, man, it ain't gonna mean shit to me. It's just going to make me realize that I was right from the first time when I forgave you, but I said I don't give no fucks no more. I was right about doing it.
So I got a question. Is these so are y'all carrying it like this like after the very first time somebody mess up, or is it like because it's a repeated behavior?
You anyone? You talking to anyone?
Yeah,
Like
y'all the ones who was talking.
just
I ain't even
basically,
spoken.
yeah, just I
I mean,
guess
okay.
anybody.
I mean, okay. So for me, I'll say, um, if I have to forgive you on the first try, just like I said before, I already didn't trust you when I walked into this, so I have to build to be able to trust you. So you got that part of me. Then all of a sudden, you made me have to forgive you for the stupidity that you decided to do. So now I just look at you funny. Now I already set my own boundaries for you, and you made the boundary become even more. Now I can't be myself around you because of it. Coco, you're asking this, and I understand. I understand why you're asking it, but I want to see from your point of view, Coco. Somebody tested you or crossed boundary or made it so you had to forgive them. You say that it's tough for you, but that's on the first try, right?
All right, so for me, like I'm really like I'm the type of person I might and this probably like a gift and a curse too for me, but I show a lot of grace to people. So like the first time I might show you some grace and I'm gonna be looking at you funny.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna show you some grace. I'm gonna probably feel away, but
exactly.
I'll forgive that person.
And
Um
that's the thing. And that's the thing. We forgive you. And
yeah.
the grace that you got is the fact that we forgave you. That's your grace.
Right. So for
Right?
me, it becomes a problem when it's like a repeated behavior. Like, all right,
Yeah,
well, I done forgave you about this. Now you doing it again, or you doing some old other stuff that got me. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
So your grace was the forgiving part, and being like, all right, well, now I just got to put my antennas up on you, but it's
Yeah.
okay. I forgave you. When you fuck up again, it's not gonna hurt that bad because you was bound to do it again.
Yeah.
But you still
Yeah.
got my forgiveness. You got my grace. That's the grace part. Is the forgiveness part. I gave you grace.
Because
Now
I be
when you keep
feeling
doing
like,
it,
yeah, I be feeling like this. I be like, all right, well, what if I'm not talking about cheating because cheating that's not a mistake. But what if somebody make like a mistake, like it's like they didn't mean to do it, not that they, or how can I put this? Not that they
it was
made a
How you
mistake
minor.
know it's a
because,
real mistake?
It
Fuck
was
that.
minor.
That's a big thing. That's a real question. How you like Elijah said it? They was entitled to do it again. You got to look at that shit. Is it a mistake, or did they do that shit just to see if
You
I was gonna let that
always
shit slide?
I
so how
always
will you
think
know
of
if it's a
you
mistake
always
or
this is
not?
the thing. Here's the thing. To
People
me,
know better, yo. I ain't gonna lie.
I
Most majority
should
they know
be
better, bro.
I don't want to be I'm not saying I should be on your mind 24/7, but if you know you're bound to make this mistake, I need to cross your head. And if
Yeah,
I don't cross your head, that means you ain't thinking about me and a mistake. So when you come back, don't call it a mistake. You meant to do it. Don't call it no
Mhm.
mistake when you did think about me. It wasn't a mistake. You meant to do it because I think about you damn near throughout the whole day to the point where I gotta find any time to go ahead and make sure that you get a text message, a phone call. I show up, I pop up, I do all the things that I need to do to make sure that you got the time or I got the time for you, you got the time for me, and you know I'm present every single day. So I make sure that you are 24/7 on my mind. If I'm not 24/7 or something on your mind when you finna fuck up and do a mistake, then I didn't mean shit to you. And that's perfectly fine. That's okay. And I forgive you for that. That's my
Okay,
grace right.
and that's perfectly
Right.
fine. That's
That's my
perfectly
grace
It
right
is
there.
straight up. For real.
fine.
That's my grace right there.
Okay.
But believe me, I'm gonna look at you differently. Believe me that it ain't gonna be the same no more. Believe me, you do it again. Now, okay, now you just won't hear from me no more.
Now I'm about to
We was
burn this
rocking,
shit
we cool.
down. It was
You feel? No, 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 no. See that's my wife now. That my wife now. She know I burn motherfucker down.
uh all right, Nate. All right, Nate. All right, so next up we got some
I keep trying to tell him to stop
Oh,
doing
my
that.
God.
He's supposed to
I was just
keep
like,
that
I'll burn this motherfucker down.
every time. Trying to
He
you'll be in
stay
the
say
on
back,
Elijah
you'll be in the
looking for
back
a
flicking matches,
hoe.
flicking lighters and shit like I'm
Call that nigga scorched earth, goddamn me.
track. I
About the
think
nickname scorched earth, nigga. Elijah burn this shit down.
I'm
But I
telling you,
understand, but like, don't play with my, don't
you
play with
wasn't
me
in
like
here
that.
earlier. You wasn't in here earlier when I said I told them. Marcus agreed. We do 10. We'll do 10.
I'm
We'll do
saying you
10,
ain't play with
15.
my emotions, nigga. I done lived a good
Be
life.
playing. Y'all
I'm dead
cannot
at
play
50. I
with
done lived a good
emotion.
life. But yeah, hold on though.
I feel you on that, though.
Sheree, you got the floor. You know what I'm talking
I think for me, I don't confuse forgiveness and forgetting. Like I could so called I forgive myself. Like once you do something to me, I don't give a fuck about nothing you got going on, let alone forgiving you. And I don't care. Like you're not gonna you don't exist anymore. So I don't care. You get what I'm saying? I forgive myself for putting myself in that situation. Because 9 times out of 10, I already knew, right? But it's that dumb shit of benefit of the doubt. But when you break that down, where is the benefit of doubting? There is no benefit in doubting. If you doubt it, don't do it. There's no benefit, right? So I'm not
Mm.
one. It's like once you cross me, and again, I think people are mixing up the severe crossing to the minute crossing. Minor crossing and minor stuff is setting boundaries for because you have to coexist. And I'm sticking to relationship. You have to coexist. So coexisting, especially starting out, there's going to be some adjusting, right? So there's going to be a lot of grace and a lot of compromise and a lot of forgiving going on because you guys are merging two energies into one household and you guys have different ways of how you operate and how you move. So you have to figure out how you merge your operation to create one. So there's going to be a lot of grace and compromise and forgiveness in that department. But when you start doing severe shit, when it comes to fucking with money, when it comes to cheating, when it comes to disrespecting, gaslighting, narcissistic shit, all that extra shit that we're very familiar with, fuck that shit. You got one time. I don't give a fuck about forgiving you. I have to forgive myself because at this big ass age, I knew better. So I saw it, you did it, I cussed you out, whatever the fuck, found a solution to it. My solution is we gotta part ways because I'm not adjusting myself to accommodate a motherfucker who did not value me enough to not even do those severe things to me. Those minor things that people are online fussing about, oh, they're not cooking or they're not, that's dumb shit to break up over. You get what I'm saying? Oh, well, she's not
Mm.
thick enough or he
I don't
is
know, man. I don't
for
know.
me, well, this is what I'm
I'm just
saying.
fucking with you. I'm just fucking
So
with you.
it's like for or you're too big or you're too skinny. Those are things that can be adjusted. Those are things that can be fixed and that you guys can work on to each other with each other because you guys are supposed to be chiseling each other out anyway. You guys are supposed to be sculpting each other and building each other any fucking way. So those things can be worked on. But deceit and physical, emotional, all that other shit, that is not, I don't give a fuck to forgive you about any of that. I'm just happy that, okay, I saw it, I acknowledged it, I recognized it. This is my solution. I have to separate from it. And I forgive myself. Fuck you. You don't deserve nothing else from me. You can't get nothing else from me, not even this so-called forgiveness. You're not going to exist in my world anymore. So what the fuck do I care? I have to forgive myself
She
because that's
said,
part of
"Fuck
the
you,
healing.
nigga. Fuck
Yeah,
you."
if I forgive myself, then I can heal and I can move forward. If I don't forgive myself, because check this out, I could forgive you all day. You don't give a fuck. You're still going to do what you want to do, and it still may hurt me again. So fuck you. I have to forgive me and work on me and find a solution on how to heal myself and move on. You are non-existent once you cross that line. So it's a like I need people to differentiate between the petty shit, like with the red pill guys be talking about, or this dumb shit on these people with, oh, she doesn't cook, or he doesn't build a house, or he the man. That's dumb shit. Okay, that's something like, baby, well, let's go to the gym. Let's eat this way. Let's go for a walk. Let's go to this school. Well, you want to go to school? Well, I'll pay for you to go to school. Then it'll be my turn. Like that shit, y'all can work out to better each other. That's called sculpting and building, right? So that's minute petty shit to be upset about. That you can forgive and still be around. We talking about that other shit that may give you fire to life. No, that's
All right. All right. I'm okay. Okay.
Drop some.
Cool.
you can send
Cool.
the girl to cooking class. The fuck? She can't cook?
Nigga,
Send her to
nigga,
class.
I can cook. You know what I'm
You
saying?
feel me? Or teach her to customize her. Like these niggas be blowing me when I see these panels. She got the nigga. First of all, she's your personal chef. So if she doesn't know how to cook your way, or she doesn't have that skill because she lived a life of working, then get her ass in the kitchen and make it y'all love language and do some seductive shit and teach her how to make your meals. Customize your woman. Like what the fuck? Find solutions to that. That's minor. You're gonna let go of a real good thing because she's not in the kitchen, so you could have got in there with her and made it something, made it y'all thing. Man, y'all slow.
Yo, who is that shit in the background? What the fuck is that? Who shit is that? Sound like you're
It
storming.
ain't me, so don't look at
I
me.
think that's
Oh,
Elijah. He the only one outside.
oh yeah. Oh, I'm like, this shit sound like you're storming out there, motherfucker.
But
Uh,
yeah, that's my rant. I'm done.
she said y'all
All
some
right.
slow motherfuckers.
Yeah. All right. Hey,
Deep,
cool.
but
It's on. It's on you. This is the last joint for. I mean, this is the last joint for the day. It's on cool. You know what I'm saying? He gonna finish it off.
what up,
Then
so?
we. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, listen,
Huh?
Dang,
yeah,
cool.
I think the getting is important.
You
As
break.
soon as,
Forgetting
as soon
somebody
as
else
you
on.
started,
Yo, am I hold on? Am I tripping or he sounding crazy
nah,
as hell?
so,
You sounding
soon as
crazy. You
you
breaking up.
started, man,
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you breaking
sound,
up real bad.
Yeah, yo, you sound like a robot, yo.
Sound
sound
like
like
you got that
Autobahn. Right,
T-Mobile
I was thinking
Wi-Fi
that.
over there,
Sound like
cool.
All right, thank me your leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Marcus, I thought we had another question after this one.
No,
Oh,
we got a
hold on.
show to watch.
Yeah, yo, look. We still got tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We still got tomorrow. You know
Hey,
what I'm
when we gonna play the game? Y'all gonna be coming?
Coco, you never on time.
Yo, hold on,
saying?
cause I be.
Damn, straight out the
Let
gate.
me tell you something.
He came out with it.
I be trying. I do be
Nah,
like it did be all right. So today, right? It just so it just so happened I kept getting phone calls like you're like God damn.
Coco,
I went my whole live and everything. Nobody called me or nothing. Soon as I hung the live up to get on here, I just kept getting phone calls. So it was just like, hold on, y'all.
you already know. Soon as we waiting for you, we all saying we know Coco. It's all right. You know we love her and
Love
everything.
Yo,
Right.
Coco is the reason for the grace period.
her.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
she
Okay.
is definitely the 10-15 minute grace period. We spent
what
maybe a 25 minute, 30
I
minute
got
grace
on here
period.
niggas be
about
in here
5:30.
Yeah, niggas be
Marcus
in
was
here
like, we gonna
chilling.
give her about 10-15 minutes because she just hit me back. All right, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's why I get on early and we just be chilling.
Thank
Just get a
you.
nigga the grace period.
They say 20, 25 minutes
You
done
know
went
what
by.
I'm
She still wasn't here.
I told him, I
So
said, I just got off alive with her.
so yeah, so we got all right. So we got Cool back. Cool can do this joint.
My bad.
My last little shit, and then we'll talk. Then we'll talk a little bit about the joint we did yesterday, man. We'll let Coop talk about it because he orchestrated the other meetings. So
Okay.
Um, yeah, I said forgiveness is mostly for yourself. I think Saray pretty much said it good. Like, what's the benefit of the doubt of giving it to you if you don't really care? So, what am I forgiving you for? Like, what am I going to receive out of that for my healing? For looking for you to acknowledge or forgive for whatever you did. That's even if you give a fuck that you did it to me. You understand what I'm saying? So you gotta forgive yourself for putting yourself in those particular situations, give yourself some grace and just move on, yo. To be honest with you. Other than that, I can't say, I don't know. I guess it depends on the situation. That having that whoever did something to you or made you feel some type of way in any situation, having that forgiveness probably will make you feel better in some type of way. But you still have to look at yourself and be able to build yourself up. Because just because they forgive you, don't mean you're gonna be back in your life to make you feel better all over again, or whatever the case may be. So forgiveness is for you. You gotta be able to heal yourself first, man. It always starts with self, so it's always gonna come back full circle to yourself.
yeah, I'm with that. I'm definitely with the forgiveness is definitely for yourself because people gonna do what they gonna do. It's the fact that we
Mm-hmm.
allow the person to play in our face or make us, you know what I'm saying? Like that be the shit, yo. Like we really be pissed off at ourselves. We just be projecting that shit over the other motherfuckers because it'd be like, yo, I can't believe I let this motherfucker get me like this. I can't believe I cared enough to let a motherfucker make me feel this motherfucking way, and the whole time he's playing with me and shit.
And it's
Exactly.
only when you got your guard downs when they do it.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you know me.
Mm-hmm.
That should
I
be the
can
it
feel
be the
that.
worst.
That's why I said like you definitely gotta forgive yourself for even allowing it to happen because it only happened because you allowed it. I feel like well for me from experience like certain things I seen that shit before it was coming and so those were like the red flags that I ignored and so just the
Mhm.
consequences behind ignoring those red flags is
Now you looking in the mirror, looking at
it's
yourself
like,
funny.
yeah, it's like, and then it's like you don't even be mad. You be like disappointed for
What
real.
up,
Like,
Jennifer?
I'm disappointed because, and then it seemed like somebody come along, especially when you done like healed up and shit, and here comes somebody coming along trying to fuck that
And they
healing up.
ready to fuck that shit up.
Somebody bald headed son then come this
Bruh,
motherfucker.
Okay.
they
So,
ready.
some old
I'm
Somebody
trying to
old
dreadhead, some
tell
old
old
you.
shitty
dreadhead nigga.
draw,
I'm
son.
trying to
Old,
tell you
old
that shit.
shitty draw dreadhead nigga.
And
Yeah, so
that they don't. And it's terrible because I hate the fact they don't understand the time and patience you have to put in on yourself to get the healing part back. And then
Mhm.
here you come, ready to fuck shit up. And then when you notice it, see, Coco, you better than me. Once I notice it, bruh, you up out of here.
Now
Cause
y'all
once I
see why I'm so
want,
cutthroat.
cause
Because that's
Coco
a
over here,
lot of
like, you
work.
know what? That's just a little slight. That was all right. It's all right. I'll let that one
I,
slide.
I
You
mean, cause
know?
I done had to learn from my experience about letting shit slide. You know what I mean? I haven't been in a relationship or anything, but like since, well, I stopped dating. Actually, I don't be dating no more. But when I was dating at the time, it was just like, you know, I knew I had learned because soon as I seen it, it just be like I just be cutting people off, block just stuff like that. So, like, I'm better now, but it's just the
Shit,
fact that
Coco was just talking about getting the ugly dude.
Yeah.
I
Yo, nigga.
Don't do it because I
Yo,
did
I
that
was
yo,
too.
just
I got an ugly
joking.
nigga.
yeah,
That ain't worth
I
it.
was
Nah,
just joking
yo,
around,
nigga.
y'all.
Yo,
No, don't do it. Remember Yuck Mouth?
yo,
Remember the story of Yuck Mouth? I don't do that
yo,
shit.
bruh,
yo.
everybody got a fucking.
Well, look.
Fuck that.
So that's the look. Look. I appreciate y'all rocking. That's the pod, right? So we
Marcus, open
gonna.
your eyes.
I'm
Look
so look.